record me.
Oh, okay.
That's right. He is drinking, you know.
Okay.
He can say anything.
Now it's recording, so I'll go back
Federal
to
offense in Canada.
I'll go back to there. So yeah, that's Hunk.
That's my brother.
That's
That's
your
my brother. So his brother, my youngest brother, Piet, his youngest son, Henk, together with his wife, Karin.
Oh, that's Pete's, eh? Okay, I'll just mark that.
That's Henk Family Klaassen. My youngest brother. He's now, in the meantime, 50. He's turning 56 this year.
Oh, he's still a young fella.
Okay.
Yeah, he's young.
Henky.
Yeah. We've all seen those, I suppose. Those are fun. Yeah, it's sort of.
That's funny because that's during their marriage, I suppose, right? Is it not? Or some of them.
Everybody granddads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I try and piece it all together. And who is that? That's France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who's she?
Your mom, right?
That's his wife, Annie Klaassen.
My mother.
Our grandparents.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I should put their names to it. Here's Uncle Pete. These are pretty old.
Met Tante Mien.
You've probably all seen. I'm not sure whether you've seen this one.
These are my parents, Peter and Elisabeth. Elisabeth Kuipers.
Yeah. I try to clear it up. So, yeah, that's an old photo.
That's an old one. That's my mother in the upper right corner. In front of that, that's me. Next to her is my two young died sister Ineke. Next to her is my mother's mother. The two guys in front is Peter and Wim. On the right side, it's Peter. Then on the left side, it's Wim. That little guy sitting on that girl's knees is my youngest brother, Henk. Who that young girl is with the glasses, no idea.
The youngest brother, Hank?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So Renee.
That's Renee, is it?
No, that's not me. That's Papitor.
That's you, is it? Is that you?
Renee, question for Renee. When did Ineke pass?
Ineke passed away when she was, oh my goodness. She died when she turned 51 or 52, quite young actually. That's now almost
20 years ago.
Yeah, almost 20 years ago. Quite a while.
Yeah.
Far too young. Far too young.
Oh yeah, this is not a bad shot. You know, like.
I don't remember her well. That's what.
Yeah. What I'll do is go to my hierarchy and actually, this was quite good too. I've actually downloaded your.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's affair here.
That's a good summary. You know, going back to what 1464. That's going a long way back. I took a different approach. I'm not sure whether it seems to suit me. Hang on, just see if I can find it there. But I seem to like this one.
So, Robert.
Yeah.
Are there any missing pieces in like this family tree that you have right here?
Yeah, I'll zoom in a bit. So that's Cornelius. I've got no idea who Cornelius, what he looks like, or hang on. I just got a GIF from Zoom. Running out of time. We've removed the 40-minute time limit.
Excellent.
I've got a message saying this meeting has been upgraded by the host and now includes unlimited minutes.
Yeah, well, yesterday we were online for about 2 hours, weren't we?
Yes, right, yes.
Here's, you know, this is, I wouldn't mind how many kids did he have, Cornelius? Any idea how many children he had?
Well, I know he had Ria and Wilma, but I don't know whether there were more.
So he might have had 2, or is that definite?
Well, at least 2.
Oh,
At
okay,
least 2.
I can include that. That's
Ria
well.
was the eldest, and Wilma was the youngest, I guess, but I'm not sure.
So a boy and a girl, or
No, Ria was a girl, and Wilma was also a girl.
so he had 2 girls. So as you can see, Anna is Annie's. This is Annie's. That's your mother.
That's my mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are with 3, so Ingrid, Will, and I.
And that's Pete. As you can see, my father, that's my dad. He had 10 kids. He named, 10 kids. That's the biggest one, you know, from the Klaassen family. But I think he named Harry after his little brother. He died at 23 months. Apparently, he loved that kid that much, so he called his first son Harry. That's what I tend to believe. I know I've got no idea who. Hang on. I think it's Adria. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one.
Well, for me, it was a new name. I never heard my mom talk about it. But I know that my grandma had a stillborn baby, so I don't know whether it must have been in the kind of same time when Harry passed away that she had whether a miscarriage or a stillborn baby.
Yeah.
So I don't know that one.
I think Will said one time that there were 2 miscarriages from the class.
Yeah, but I know there was at least one stillborn baby, and I don't know whether it's this kid. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
And but she might have had another miscarriage because she was pregnant almost all her life.
And she died too.
Yeah, at the age of 16, she was killed by a car on the bike. She was biking, and she was killed by a car.
Oh.
Sorry, Krista, who was that?
What was that?
Who got
Sorry, what did you say?
killed by a car, Krista?
Richard.
Rachel, Maria. She was killed by. She was hit by a car when she was biking. And she broke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't we find records of a newspaper from that accident?
The mother one, yes, with Christiane and Nelly in it.
Yeah, that was in the newspapers. Yeah, that was in the newspapers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where did I put that? See, I managed to fix that one up. But yeah, she comes up all right. No. Where did I put that photo?
I'm probably the one that sent it to you, Robert.
Come again?
I was probably the one who sent it to you.
Yeah. The accident, yes, the accident, yeah. It was pretty ferocious, you know, like looked terrible. The car was a total write-off. I just checked to see if anyone else is coming in. There's a red dot. Oh, I'm recording, yeah. You can record this too if you like, you know, to see what happens. Okay, nobody else is trying to get in, so I'll return to the desktop. Here's Jill Helling. Not sure if you know them too. See, that's Franklin, Franson and Annika.
My daddy. My daddy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Birth records. Well, here's the car crash.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
car crash. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
that's the
So you
one.
sent that to me, Will. That's Chris.
Well, it
Yeah.
looks pretty intense, isn't it, the crash?
The Efteling.
Oh, good photos there. Yeah, mother's accident.
You're moving a bit fast, Robert.
What was that?
You're moving a bit fast.
Yeah. There's still a big question mark on the Bosman family, on the Bosman. Yeah, I'm trying to work out where I am.
So does anyone have any information on a Bosman? So as far as I understand, the story goes that Opa Klaassen was adopted,
Yeah.
and he was adopted by or his natural family was a Bosman, apparently. Does that ring a bell with anyone, or is that completely?
Yes, that is what I heard too. He was adopted. The first child was from Bosman, and apparently he went to how do you say, a Vreemdelingenlegioen?
The Legion, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's. And then the grandmother married Klaassen, and he said, "Well, I adopt him as Klaassen." So the first child is a Bosman.
Okay, and that's our grandfather.
Yes.
But so far, I haven't confirmed that, within black and white, so it's, even though there was a 7 years before they got married, going back then, I've got my DNA done. Martin's got his done. So eventually, I think the DNA is going to prove whether we link to the Bosman family or the Klaassen. So in time, I think, yeah, DNA will prove. There's no paperwork because the French Foreign Legion don't keep records. I think we'll.
No, that's. If you do a DNA test, you have to have DNA from a Bosman. So that doesn't prove anything, right?
It might link. I think it should link to a bloodline. I'm not sure. He researched it quite well. And he actually went into the Foreign Legion site and he couldn't find anything. Nothing affirmative,
The quality,
No.
the quality of
I
the
spoke
record.
to our Uncle Barend. I don't know if anybody remember Barend.
Yeah, that's him there.
And he was telling me that our grandfather was a Bosman, and that he met him. He met him, and he described him as a fairly rough-looking character with tattoos all over him, and well, he definitely described him as our you know as a Bosman, as our great grandfather. So and also my father mentioned it to one of my brothers that he saw him in a parade with a lot of medals on him, a war, must have been a war memorial parade or something.
But it was also a time when my father recognized the word Boschman. So it could be spelled differently too. Because he saw a commercial on TV and Bosch, it's actually a brand, or a brand. And he noticed that name and he called, my father is Boschman. So we're not sure whether it's Boschman, Bossman, or I don't know. But that was a link.
So does anyone have a first name of Bosman?
Sorry, what was that, Will?
I'm sorry. Like, does anyone know
no.
what his first name could have been?
No, I don't.
Where did I put
No,
that?
no, but my grandmother told the same story about a man with all the tattoos. He visited in the Netherlands in the past, and she also told about the tattoos on his arms, but there's no first name.
Nelis, I thought so.
Yeah, my
Oh,
father had a
also-
lot of tattoos too.
But who said that? Nihilus, just say Nihilus.
I'm just trying to.
Sorry, who said that? Was his name Nelis?
Yes, that said my mother with no camera.
Yeah,
Okay.
it really doesn't work. I've tried everything.
See, that's an old photo.
Still
I'm not
be
sure.
it.
Does everyone know him?
Yes, Chris.
That's
Yeah,
Chris.
brother.
Yeah,
He's the youngest. Is he still alive?
for sure.
Yes, he is. He's still alive, actually.
Yeah, he was pretty. He was seriously injured in the car accident, wasn't he?
He was like he
was,
basically
yeah.
broke.
He almost broke
Grandmother,
every bone in his kidney.
Our grandmother was
Well, I can do with one of those
pregnant,
cigarettes now.
on the Bosman. Your internet is unstable. Oh, bye.
Anyway, I'm just.
Anyway, our grandmother, she was pregnant, and she was pregnant from a Bosman. And that child is our granddad.
Is that Annie speaking?
Yes, I'm
Oh,
speaking.
okay.
But
You're
my
listening.
internet is not
That's
correctly.
Yeah. Okay.
So what else? What more information have you got, Eddie, about that?
Yeah. It's. I should be more prepared for this one. Anyway, yes. I'm not sure where to go from here. So somebody speak up.
So, I got a question for everyone.
Okay.
Maybe we can just go around the table here and see if anyone just remembers like a fun anecdote or a fun story about like the immediate Klaassen family. Any member of them, like about Oma or about Uncle Pete or whomever. Just let's go around the table and see if you can remember anything of that family that was funny or memorable or something like that.
Yeah, I've got nothing at all. So I've only found you in America in the last couple of years. So, and it's nice to meet you all now, the Klaassen family, because I didn't have a clue. Yeah, have you got any stories to share with us?
Well, I got one of. Has anybody remember Barend? Little Barend. I think he moved to Australia in 1965. Was it, Robert? Something like that.
Oh, I don't know.
Does anybody remember him? I suppose you would remember. Anyway, he was a fairly short man, and his wife was a fairly biggish woman. He always used to dress up like a girl. He was a real comedian. He was a real comedian, and he would act really bizarre behavior with his wife. It was really funny to
She
watch.
would carry him across the border, across the aisle.
He carried him across the aisle.
Carried him, yeah.
It was fun to be with, actually. He was a nice man.
Yeah.
And
Any
he
stories
had-
from Holland?
Sorry?
Any stories from Holland? Yeah.
Holland is staying quiet. No.
It's frozen. It was frozen.
Yeah, I don't know any stories. I only know the stories that my grandmother told me. So when my grandfather passed away, I went and she told a story about a brother moving to Australia. I went searching on the internet, and then I found Robert.
Yeah, that was
And that was the beginning, I
I
think.
think that's the thing. Our grandpa, he was very closed off. He wouldn't speak about his brothers or sisters or what happened during the war. And he had a very hard shell, and he was very like, well, about the war. Well, somebody was killed in front of your house, and you could wear shoes. And so that we never heard any stories.
Yeah, there would have been very hard times, eh?
Yeah, well, he was only 8 or 9 when all his big brothers and sisters left. So I guess there's a lot of, they all left him, and there was hunger, and there was hard times, and he was just a small boy. So that's my theory. But yeah, but we never heard any stories.
Yeah, but I did.
Hmm?
There's a lot of
You did. Well,
stories
We didn't want to talk about
during the
it.
war and how he's
But that's
grown
all he
up
ever
at
told me
home.
about the war.
Right, but he's growing up in the home with the brothers and sisters,
And
and
they all left, right?
he joined the army, and he must sleep behind the curtain. Well, his mother
Yeah, but
says,
Grandpa was only 8 or 9
"I'm
years
not
old.
here." What did you say?
Yeah,
Huh?
my father was 16, around 16 when he was in the war. So it would have been very hard times.
I get it.
My,
And all,
my
yeah.
My internet is not correct. I'm trying to go it again. Moment. Hey, ik word hier gek van. Loco.
Now I know that my mom always used to tell that that grandfather had a store for vegetables. He was selling vegetables, and they were very well done in that time. And but because of his drinking and because of the many kids, he lost the kind of the store, and then he became a flower man. So he was going against the houses and selling flowers. And there was a lot of poverty also because he was drinking so much and spent a lot of money to the booze.
He was also a musician, wasn't he?
Yes, that's
He used
right.
to play the guitar.
They used to sing. They used to sing with Bert, our uncle. He used to sing with him, I think, and play mouth organ and guitar at pubs and things like that. Is that right? That's the story I heard.
Yeah, there was a lot of music always. That is what I can remember. And also, when we were in Strijen, there was always a lot of music. And, a lot of people were playing instruments and so on. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I think we're all a little bit musical. Yeah. I think in our family, there was a few of us, in bands and things like that.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
story I heard too.
My father never used to talk about his family at all, and that's why it's just been a kind of like the link to with Holland has been severed there.
you
But
didn't have
one
count.
story.
Our dad didn't. Oh, sorry.
There was one story that my father was a very hot-headed man, and there was a big argument in the family, and because my father always used to lose his temper, one of his brothers hit him on the back of the head with a frying pan. And everybody just left the house because they knew once he woke up, look out. And
Yeah.
I think maybe that's why he never talked to his family.
I mean, even our family, Mark, we've all gone our own way, like you live 3,000 miles away, and most of our families in North Queensland, and we're all very separate. We all live separate lives now.
Yeah, but we got Facebook, hey.
Yeah, there's only you and me though. Nobody else seems to be on there. Like my oldest brother Harry, he doesn't like computers at all. I mean, I stay in touch with him on the phone. He's basically the only brother I talk to on the phone. But the rest are very sort of living their own lives, sort of, yeah. So this, Klaassen sort of go their own way eventually. My father's family, well, I would have loved to have mingled with them, to see, his brothers and sisters, but unfortunately they They just didn't exist. But I'm getting to see some of it now. So
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, so there's a lot of stories, I suppose. Which
I think I remember one story about Oma Klaassen, and it kind of puts a bit of a characteristic on her, I suppose, like how she was, right? You know what? Birthday parties, especially in Holland, you know, you buy not just a cake, but you like buy those little cakes, gebakjes, right? And there was like a huge box of all tiny little cakes, all kinds of different types. Like there was chocolate, there was vanilla, there was like banana, whatever it was, right? And you would go around the room because everyone would sit in a circle. Anyways, so you would go around the room and give everyone a choice of like what kind of little cake you wanted with your coffee. So what Oma Klaassen would do is, she like if this was like the box, she would put the cake that she wanted right here, hold the box, put her thumb in the cake, and go around the room. You want one? You want one? So she could keep
I
the
would
little
do.
cake that she wanted for herself.
that one's
You know what I
mine.
mean? That was the kind of person she was. That's the thing that always stood with me. Like when I think about Oma Klaassen, that's what I remember. Like she.
So that's where I get it from.
It's a very Dutch thing.
Yeah. So that's one of the stories that I remember. Like, well, I've seen it, right? And she went through the room like, "Do you want one? Do you want one?" And she had her thumb in the one that she wanted. So no one would take that one.
That's a good trick, that one. I have to remember that one. Might do it to my grandkids. Yeah.
So I remember, you know, we went to Strijen quite a lot. So my memories are there also because grandma was there and Nel was there and Billy was there. We played together, you know, when we were young. And what I can remember that there was Chris. He had rabbits, and so my father was a cook. And then they said, "Oh, you know, I'm so hungry, you know." And then one of the rabbits was killed, you know, and was hanging there in the barn. And then the next day there was, you know, there was rabbit, or they say that, yeah, I'm hungry, and there was a chicken killed, you know. And we were looking as kids, we were looking there, you know. And then Chris was very handy with it, you know. He broke his neck and then took it off, took off the head, and then the chicken was kind of walking around in the garden, you know. And sometimes it went into the, I don't know how you call it, the sloot, the water, you know. And then my father came with his net, and then he took out the chicken, and then later on we some food, you know. Whether my father was very good with croquette. I don't know how the English name is.
Croquettes. Chicken croquettes.
Dat zit in de familie.
Yeah.
Amazing croquettes. It's amazing.
Yeah, I haven't made them in years.
Appelen floppen and oliebollen. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss them so much, you know.
Very.
But I can remember, you know, that as children, you know, it was normal to look and you know, and also when, you know, it was always a surprise there, you know, when you went to the bathroom, you know, whether there was paling or some other fish like carp or a dead pig in the bath, you know. It was always a surprise.
Aaltjes, yeah. I mean, I used to go fishing in the canal. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Trekweg. We used to live there, and there was a canal. And me and Harry went fishing once. We were so young. We went from 10 in the morning to 10 at night. They had a big search party on out for us. Well, we came out with 10 eels too. And that, you know, when you smoked them, well, I'm not sure whether my dad smoked them. In Australia, they're about 5 or 6 foot long, eels. Me and Harry used to go fishing a lot here too, for eels. And my dad would cook them and pickle them. And it draws all the fat out. Oh, it's beautiful. That was a long time ago. Yeah.
My grandfather did that too.
Yeah, he had a bit. He went fishing all summer for eels, and he saved them all in a big bin. And then when he had enough, he would smoke them. He would all have eels. But yeah, there is a difference between the Dutch eels and somewhere else, because we get eels in Canada too, but they're like 4 feet. They're like snakes, big, fat.
Yeah.
They are protected now here.
Huh?
What's that?
What are
Is that Monica?
What's that?
But the eels, they are protected now. You can't just go fishing for eels anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's, no, it's a very pricey species nowadays.
Yeah, but Grandpa did it.
Yeah.
Secret spots, and you would have to climb over a fence, and then you would be fishing for eels, and then you look behind you and there are like 15 cows staring at your neck.
I know. I know. It's a horrifying memory with the eels crawling to the ground.
I used to go to the markets and they used to have more, it was a traditional dish for Holland.
Yeah, but he was like that. He used to like buy stuff in bulk, then he had like 50 pounds of peanuts and he would fry them all, and then everybody would eat peanuts.
Renee, hang on. I think Renee, hang on. Yeah, you're there.
He would go up on the campground for like half the year, and then he would just like provide for everybody. That's how he was. Or he would come out with something like really weird and feed it to you, and then, do you know what you just ate? And it's like, no. Well, you just ate a duck. And then we would all
That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Yes, and he could do anything. And he would look at you. You were doing something, or a neighbor would be doing something, and he would look at you and say, "I can do that, and I can do better." And but he usually could, which was really annoying. Then he was in the hospital, and he was there for a heart surgery, and there was a guy next door. He was drawing, and he was looking at that guy like, "I can do that." And then he just borrowed a pencil and he started drawing. And then he made the most beautiful oil paintings afterwards. It was insane. It's very annoying to have somebody who's like, says he can do everything better and then does it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Uncle Niels, he was a real painter too, He made such beautiful things. I can remember that we had some paintings of him at home. And he had only one arm because he, as a child, he had an accident with a tram. So he only had one arm, but he was an painter.
Okay, yes.
I think Robert paints, right?
I'll just go back to the hair nailers.
Well, Barrett was a painter too, actually. He was a good painter.
I did a bit of nailers. Where's nailers?
This is the eldest.
Oh, Nailers.
Nailers is the eldest guy.
The eldest, yeah. Okay, he was a painter too, eh?
Yeah, and he looked, I think, the most like my father,
Yeah, I think Pete was a painter. He was a house painter, though. He wasn't.
He was a house. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what of Nailers was, but for painting like drawings and so on, he was very good with that.
Yeah, there's a bit of art in our family too. Yeah, I did a bit of painting too, but once I found out you got to be dead to be rich, like what's his name? Van Gogh. Yeah, but ever sold one painting, and when he died, his paintings become worth millions. So I gave up on that. So. It's not worth painting if you can't sell them.
Well, I draw, and it's not a career.
Yeah, you draw quite well. It's not a career. No, it's a hobby. Yeah, it's just like photography too. It's more or less a hobby. I mean, I've done 250 weddings, in the past. I think the last one was in '93, so that's quite a few years ago. But yeah, I got to know a lot of cultures, a lot of different. Characteristics, all sorts of events. Oh, it was fun, but unfortunately I can't do it anymore. But that was fun. Yeah, that was my sort of art, wedding photography. yeah. Anyway, now I'm into Photoshop. You know, like, that's my sort of way. You know. So again, does anyone know? Oh, he died in the war. That's right. Annie. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get out of this.
You know, I can remember Min.
Who?
Min. That she's the eldest girl. I think she is called Wilhelmina.
Yeah, Marie. I think I got underlying as Maria. Mean, is it?
Yeah, Wilhelmina. No,
Wilhelmina
she was
Gertruda.
called Min. Yeah, Min.
Yes. How many
Yeah,
kids?
Yeah,
was
I
a
saw
Yeah.
her once too.
How many
and she
children?
was
Was that the
she
woman
was,
with the
she was married
chihuahuas?
to David. And I think they lived in the north of Holland. And I only saw her at Christmas time, you know. And you know, she was always pinching your cheek, you know, like, oh, you've grown so big, you know.
Hang on. That one, yeah. Now I was looking into this one.
Yeah.
I think that's my father, and I think that's my oldest brother Harry. But I'm pretty sure that's Adrian, and I think that's Cornelius's oldest. Oh, Cornelius.
Yeah. Nelis is next to grandma.
Him.
That is David. That is the husband of Min.
Oh, okay, David. So I have to put that in. And you got question mark.
Yeah, I didn't know, but that is David. And then next to grandma, that is Nelis. That is the eldest.
Yeah, I got that one. Is that Marinus? Is that my dad?
I don't know, because you know, the one in the back, you know, I always am confused with Bertus and Renus, you know.
Yeah, it does look like. What do you reckon, Martin? Does that look like our dad?
Next to our grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like Pa. Yeah.
Yeah, and that looks like Harry.
And Harry just below him. Yeah. Yeah.
And that looks like our mother in the back there, in the middle,
Yes,
and with her sister. So.
Yeah.
But all the other names, yes.
Well, behind my mom, I think that is Bertus.
Here, now you got Annie.
Yeah, and behind her, that guy.
Yeah.
I think Bertus.
Bertus.
Bertus, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, just see anyone not try. No one else. Annie's trying to get back in, so. I think she's back in again. No video.
Yeah. Helaas, no video. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. We can't see you.
Don't miss a thing, hoor. If you don't see my face, you don't miss a thing.
Translation, please.
Sorry.
Excuse me. Hang on.
The sound is very bad. I don't do those things.
What's
so
that?
maybe, hey, Robert.
Yes.
Maybe Anna can help us with that last picture that you showed us. She might have some input on that.
Okay, I'll go back to it. That one there.
Do you see the picture, Anna?
Anna?
That's a wedding. My mother told so. This afternoon.
You can see it, can you?
I can see.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, I can see you all. I can see all of you, but I don't see me. And okay, but that's a wedding, and my mother, she was not part of the family at that time.
Okay, because they're not all Klaassen.
Nee, at the right side. Ja, oké, dat is Heinz, dat staat daarbij. Heinz, Annie, die ken ik wel. En tante Mien, daarnaast haar man, David.
David, yeah.
Of David, ja. Nee, dat is opa. Nee. Between opa and me is David.
Yes. Okay.
David, and his last name is Charité. David Charité.
I'll put that. I've got it in Photoshop, so I'll change that into.
They both already dead.
And who's this one here? Does anyone recall this person?
I really don't know.
I think it's the wife of Nelis, and she was called Anne.
I really don't know.
Oh, okay.
I have shown my mother this picture this afternoon, and I had him make it large. My mother does see it, and she told me it's before her time. My father isn't at that picture either. No. She told me so.
And whose weddings was this?
I really don't know.
Oh, okay.
Well, I thought it was a kind of wedding anniversary of grandma and granddad.
Oh, okay. Anniversary.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good photo. At least there are a few together. But I really would like to create. What was it? Photos? Something like this for the Klaassen family. So this is my wife's family. And they had 14 kids. And that's the way I would like to put all the Klaassens, you know, from the oldest to the youngest. Would be nice if I could do that, but I don't think anyone's got any photos of Cornelius. Where's that? I'll go back there again. You should create a switch of some sort. So to get a photo of Cornelius and Wilhelminus, whether they exist, or Wilhelminus was what? He was born in 23. I'm not sure when he died. To get photos from the whole group would be great. But this one really intrigues me here. How do you pronounce that one?
Adrie. That is Adrie.
You would spell that Aadrie.
So I got it spelled wrong, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess so.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, would be nice to get more photos of each other, and to see if I can put one of those groups together. It'd be good for our future generations to sort of look back on, And there's a bit of resemblance from some people, like I think I look a bit like Pete. I look a lot like my dad, apparently. Well, even Martin.
We all look alike.
Yeah, I also see the resemblance in some people. You really have the Klaassen face.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the spoons, the freckles.
No, there's no freckles, but
no, yeah, the Klaassen face, I call it.
Yeah.
And do you think Grandma has the pictures? Do you think she still has the pictures?
I don't know, but yeah. My mother had albums, but that got all sort of. I think Martin got quite a few, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, grandmother will.
I must receive some other pictures from Tilly. But Tilly, she's now on the camping. And when she's at home, I will try to contact her and then ask some pictures. She has a lot of pictures. she told me to. Will, my niece, daughter from I think Annie, the daughter from Annie. This was Will, and she has also a lot of pictures. With the corona in Holland, we see each other barely.
Yeah.
And I have forgot to ask her, and she's afraid of corona and wearing clothes and a mask. This stuff.
The same thing's happening here. We're all in lockdown. There's a lot of restrictions. I think they're going back to school on Monday. Kids are going back to school on Monday for the first time for quite a long time.
We just got the news from the school boards here in Canada, and they will not go back to school until September.
Wow.
Wow. The schools are open here. Well, not all the kids can go to school yet. So it's kind of half of classes, but the kids are going to school for a week.
Will, can I ask you a question? As we plan to fly out to Canada by the end of August,
okay,
what do you think?
I think you should be cautious. Just check the news in Canada, and I can keep you up to date as well if I hear something. But I wouldn't book anything right now. I hope you do, but yeah, I'm not sure. Like air traffic control, which I am working in that field, right? It's dead right now. It is really dead. The only thing that flies is cargo and no passengers whatsoever. So keep an eye on it. Keep a close eye on it. Book it and make sure that you have like a refund policy in there if things go haywire and you cannot go.
I'd rather think about postponing it and try to rebook and get, as we already booked the flights by the end of August, and try to postpone it until next year, August or something.
That would be my bet as well. That's what I would do. And
Okay.
I definitely hope you're going to come and visit us though.
I will. I certainly will. I will. But please keep me informed if you hear something.
Yeah, well, forget about PEI. There's nothing to see in PEI and stuff like that. In Ontario, and, we'll entertain.
Yeah, it's going to be hard.
Will, how far apart do you live?
Who, me and
yeah, you and my Anneke and Will.
It's about what 19 hours drive, something like that.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that in
I
Canada,
drove
that's not far, you know.
I drove it.
Yeah,
For a cup of coffee.
19 hours drive, not far. My goodness.
yeah, that's all on the
No,
day.
I drove it multiple times when I flew from Holland and then I flew to Toronto and then I drove Toronto PI.
René, jij bent toch een zoon van Piet?
Huh?
Nee, ik heb tegen René.
Oh.
Sorry?
René,
Ja.
jij bent toch een zoon van Piet?
Ik ben een zoon van Piet, ja.
Dat zie je wel, heel veranderd. Hey.
Dankjewel. Ik woon al sinds 30 jaar in Duitsland.
Ja, oké. Net als
Weet je,
in Duitsland.
Ik woon in het zuiden van de. I'm living in the southern part of Germany, in the Black Forest, not far away from Stuttgart, near to the French border. Living there for 30 years. So I left Holland in 1986, so quite a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
The whole family is nearly immigrated.
Yeah, dispersed right around the world.
Well,
We are spread. We are like coronavirus. We're spread around the world.
Yeah, so to speak, yeah.
just in we're in 3 continents right now.
Take your bags and go away. Hoppatee.
If somebody had an article of my family, we left Holland in 1961.
Where I was born.
Yeah, that was sort of an incredible story for the newspapers to take on. You know, like everywhere we stopped, there was photos taken. They put us in newspaper because we were such a large family. There was 8 of us, 8 kids, you know, husband and wife, going to Australia, to the wilderness, you know, with 8 kids. Australia was sort of very much looked at as a wilderness, so to speak, you know, back then.
Robert?
Yeah?
Back to the bush.
I think we calculated there's about 60, there's now 63, my mother had 63 grandchildren or something like that. I think there's about 63 classes or something in Australia now, or more. Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. I haven't counted it, but
yeah. So we're breeding in Australia.
Yeah, my daughter, my sister's doing the best so far. She's got, I think she's a great grandmother now, isn't she?
Yes, yeah.
I think so.
I want
they
that
all
too.
started very young.
My grandsons must hurry up.
My family started very late. You know, my son, he's 43 now, I think, 43. And he's got a 5-year-old boy, so he started very late. And unfortunately, yeah, I'll bring it out now, I suppose. It was an unfortunate story. But she was pregnant with twins, and supposed to be identical twins. Complications sort of set in, and she lost one of them. And we heard, I think yesterday or sometime before that, and she lost the other one too. So it's pretty sad that she lost both of them. She was 6 months, and she's been sort of induced sometime today or tonight. Yeah, it's sad. We're all looking forward to seeing identical twins. It's yeah, we're very sad over that, but that's life, eh? I suppose. What can you do? You know,
Things happen for a reason, you know.
Yeah, but it is very sad.
It's sad.
Yeah.
But our grandmother, she also has two twins. Yeah, two twins, and 15 children. And the first child was from a Bosman.
Okay, you too. Okay.
That's a granddad.
You too. Okay, so it's getting close to.
This our grandmother, she was pregnant from Bosman.
Okay.
She met Nelis Klaassen, and he adopted the child. The child wasn't born at that time. He knew she was pregnant, and he said, "I will take the child," and I call it Klaassen. It's my child.
Okay.
So he adopted that child, and that's our granddad.
So it's our great
bloodline is really Bosman.
Okay. Okay. That's
a great grandfather.
That's what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. We've heard similar stories to that, and you make it sound more affirmative.
Robert, did you say you found some marriage papers of?
Yes, but it didn't state that he was adopted. It didn't state that he was adopted.
No, in the old times,
they got married much later.
But if she's got sort of first-hand word on, who did you hear that from, Anna?
From my mother. My mother told me that.
Okay.
And my father told me that also.
Okay.
And
he says, yeah, how do you call it? The minister from the church also come along to visit there. And some children are ook van de pastoor. van de oh dear.
Ook van de wat?
Pastor, dominee, how do you call it?
Reverend?
Yes, the reverend. yeah, from the Catholic Church, and he come to drink a cup of coffee, and now yeah, the rest follows in bed at the end at the cup of coffee, and there was another child. There's some of the
Would
brothers
you,
and sisters
would
are
you know
from
how to spell? Would you know how to spell Bosman, or is it Boschman, or
natives. Yeah, exactly. My grandmother was pregnant from a Bosman.
yeah? What can you spell his name?
Yeah, the Bosman.
So it's Bosman.
M-A-N.
M-A-N.
M-A-N. Yeah.
Okay, because my father came up with a Boschman.
Nee, it's echt
So that
Bosman.
might be lost in translation.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So hang on, just see.
I've only heard Bosman, Robert.
Yeah, Boschman sounds too much German. It should be Bosman as this is Dutch.
What'd you say? Renee?
Boschman sounds too much German. That's a typical German name, I would say. Bosman is more Dutch.
It is really Bosman.
That's-
Yeah, that.
Hey, does anyone of you know, because I was told that grandma
Ja,
was...
Johannes Bosman. Ja, dat is hem. That's him.
Who? Him?
That's it. Johannes Bosman. And he went to the Foreign Legion.
Yes. Is that Bosman now?
Yes. And that's our great grandfather.
So Martin, where did you get that photo from?
I really don't know.
Hey Martin, where did you get this
Send
photo
it.
from?
Robert, can you hear me, Robert?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I've lost video.
Okay, just hang on a sec. No, you haven't lost video. I can still see you. Everything seems to be functioning all right. Hang on, let me go back to there again. Now, this photo here, can you see it?
Yes.
Now, where did you get that from?
What picture is that, Robert? I can't see it. It's a picture of someone's back.
No, he's full face in a uniform, in the French Foreign Legion uniform.
No, I just kind of picked that. I was just playing around with photos. That's all. That's not a Bosman.
That's not a Bosman. Okay.
No. I can't see the picture, so.
There is a resemblance, but.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
how do you think that's him?
Yeah, he went to the Foreign Legion. That's all I know.
Yeah.
From my mother and my father, and that's Bosman.
He visited after that because grandma saw him
Yeah.
at.
Nou, weet je nou? Oh dear.
Yeah, grandma saw him a few times here in the Netherlands after that. So
Yeah.
he went back. Isn't he in any picture?
Yeah, the pictures are there, and
Where?
yeah,
Where?
the youngest. Okay, I forgot her name. I will visit her. Do you remember, Monica? My youngest aunt.
Oh, is now at the camping.
Ja, niet op de camping. Oké, hoe heet ze nou? Hoe heet ze nou? Tini.
Oh, Tini. Yeah.
Tini. Yeah. She has pictures from the Bosman.
Okay, that'd be good to see.
And she has seen him many times. She has seen him many times, and she has pictures of him. Dus I will ask her once again. I have her phone number. If she can send me the pictures in any way.
Yeah, that would be good.
Now, also, Bert was saying, Uncle Bert was saying that he was buried under a French flag.
Klopt, it's correct. Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure if that was in Holland or in France, but I would think that would have been in Holland.
Not in Holland, in France, I think.
In France. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, I also have a question. I don't know whether someone knows. I was told that grandma was half Italian because her mom was from Italy. Italy. Does someone knows that?
No.
No, doesn't ring a bell.
I only know that our that great grandmother,
Yeah.
long time ago, she was a gypsy, and she travels with a horse and a carriage across the country, and she was a psychic. That's way much better, Stefan.
Okay, so that the grandmother of grandma or something
Grandmother
like.
of the grandmother of the grandmother. Yeah, she was
Oh,
gypsies. This
okay, she was.
originally, yeah.
Yeah.
Gypsies and Bosman. No, but it's a big mess.
So
You get fortune tellers.
life is spread all over.
That's the fortune teller. Yeah, we're all psychic.
Yeah, also that.
I'm having a bit of
I
trouble.
can also tell you another story about Chris. When I called him, he almost had a heart attack. I said to him, "You speak with Anneke from Family Klaassen." Hij zegt, wat? Hij zegt, wie? Hoe? Ik zeg, je spreekt met Anneke. You are speaking with Anneke from the daughter from France. Hij zegt, wait a moment. I have to sit down. My heart is beating so fast. He almost got a heart attack.
Yeah.
And then I asked him for pictures. He doesn't have the pictures. And his daughter, Krista, that's the confusion from the afternoon with this Krista. Yeah. And she heard about it, and then she get in touch with Robert Klaassen.
Yeah, Kiska.
Yeah, Siska van Eck. Yeah, the daughter from Chris.
Yeah, she sent me these photos.
Hey,
That is an
Anneke.
accident. Look at that accident, eh? Wow.
Yeah.
Anneke.
Nell, she has a lot of fractures, and she died a few years later. Chris, a lot of fractures, bone break.
Bone fracture. Yeah.
Bone fractures. Yeah.
Yeah.
And grandma.
For 3 months or so because my mom was taking care of Chris.
Yeah.
Has anyone had any chocolates from him yet? He owns a chocolate shop.
Nothing.
No.
Yeah, Jeremy van Eck, that is the son of Chris. Yeah.
Hey,
Jeremy van Eck. He has his chocolate store here in Holland, in Zoetermeer, I think.
Yeah, you find it on the Facebook.
Jeremiah van Eck, and that is the son of Chris. That's the son of Christa van Eck.
Hey, Anna, I've got a question for you. Anna?
Jeremiah van Eck, yeah.
Hallo.
I have him also on my Facebook.
Hello. Hello.
Anna.
Question for you.
Can you hear? Can you hear us, Anna?
No, I can't hear you. What did you say?
Willem's he's asking a question.
Okay.
Ja, het is Wil hier. Ik heb even een vraagje voor je. Heb je het telefoonnummer van Chris?
Oh dear.
That's a good idea.
I have to look it up.
I didn't want to kill him, of course, but I just wanted to see if I could give him a call.
I expected a few more people in here, but
Yes, I have it.
it's a good starter.
I have it started.
Yes, it is. It's very nice to meet all of you.
Wil je het hebben?
Ik heb een pen.
Oké. 0181
Ja.
636 019.
019.
Maar wel rustig aan, want anders krijg ik het aan zo hard.
Oké. Ja, ik ook.
I think a lot of English people would have a very hard time saying 88.
Dus het is, even kijken hoor. 0181.
Ja, dat is vrij hè?
636.
Ja.
019.
Ja, is correct.
Oké.
Beetje rustig aan hè, met hem, want hij is zo, hij wordt helemaal nerveus als je met hem praat.
Is that towards Christian, is it? Chris? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me know. Keep us informed with him to see how he's going. How's your husband going now, Krista?
I'm sorry, what did you ask?
How's your husband going?
Well, you know, the lockdown is a bit more unlocked today, and I can visit him quite soon. And I will explain because the other people doesn't know. And my husband is in a nursing home. He has a severe brain disease, and so he's living there for almost 3 years. And before that, I took care of him. And yeah, with the corona, I haven't visited him for about 3 months now. So
wow.
I'm glad that I can visit him quite soon.
Wow, the 25th of May, probably.
Yeah.
Right.
So I will be the first one who's at the door and visiting.
Het mag weer. It's allowed to make weer visitors at the nursing homes in Holland. Yippie.
Yeah, just one person just one person. Yeah. It will be.
Yeah.
Maybe here it is, you know, because it was a genetic or it is a genetic disease. And I have 2 daughters, but both of them died because of this disease. And my youngest daughter died last May.
Wow.
Not this. So it's a year ago. And my eldest daughter died 9 years ago.
Wow. That would be hard.
Wow.
That's sad.
That's so sad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. 2 beautiful girls, and
how old?
yeah,
How old were they?
The eldest was 22 when she died, and the youngest was 27 when she died.
Oh my goodness.
And it's a disease that breaks down the brains, and so you know, they were healthy when they were born, and they were doing anything and everything. But because of the damage, you know, they became completely disabled. And that's the same thing that is happening to my husband at the moment. He's completely disabled. He can't walk anymore. And also his speech is becoming worse. And
does he recognize you?
well, he does. Yeah, he does. But sometimes he is confused, and he still recognizes me. But yeah, he's it's kind of dementia, you can say. Yeah.
How old is he now?
He's 65.
Well, he's done quite well. You know, for 65 with that genetic condition. But your daughters, you know, wow, so young.
Yeah, so young. Yeah.
And look at all the faces, and they all look alike.
So, Krista, you're in Holland, right?
The former face, Anneke, Monica, Krista, Robert. It's very different. I see his beard. But Monica, Anneke, Krista.
So, Martin, where are you?
all the shape of the face is all the same.
I'm in Western Australia.
Australia. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
I'm in Sydney, Australia. Actually, what I'll do, I'll get back out of this.
It's 5:30 in the morning here.
Wow,
So we're
that's
12 hours
early.
apart. It's 5:30 in the
Whoa.
afternoon here. Oh my gosh.
It is here almost midnight.
Fine.
I know.
I also have wine. Wine time.
It's wine time. It's
Wine,
5:30.
beer, whiskey.
Oh, 6:30 here.
So
I mean,
Annika, you're in Holland, yeah?
Huh?
You're in Holland, yeah?
I'm not in Holland.
Are you in Canada?
I'm in PI, Canada.
Yeah, okay. Okay, nice sunny day there.
It's bright. It's sunny. It's getting chilly though. It's 6:30 now, so.
yeah, it's
Okay.
about 10 degrees here now.
So Martin, just for the record, like PEI is a Canadian island, so it's not really Canada. And
Okay.
that's also why they have a different time zone. Like they're basically cut off. We did build a bridge at one point, but it's not like it's.
And the
it's
Dutch
like,
built that bridge.
It's like a pre-Canada.
course.
I don't want to be. But we do take the potatoes though. To
And
make
the
it-
lobster.
Are you still shoveling snow, Will?
No. No, it's like 24 here.
Oh,
Yeah, getting
well,
hot.
let me do it.
Very close to spring now, eh?
My daughter worked in Canada, in Toronto for a while. On the tower, you know, that the high tower there, the observation tower.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, it was quite a task for her to get in there. She had to do a psychological test to work there.
Yeah, we don't want any crazies here.
Well, one of the questions was, what's your relationship like with your father? That was one of the point questions. I think she must have answered right.
Yeah, so again, like Toronto is not really Canada.
Okay, so where you are, it's only Canada, is it? Where are you?
Basically, yeah, it's the national capital region, first of all, and second, like, but Toronto, like, there's a debate going on right now if we should sell it to the States or not, and just
Oh,
give
Will,
it
where
like
exactly
$1
are
million.
you?
What?
Where exactly are you? Because I was gonna move to Grimsby, Ontario, and then I missed an exit, and that's how I ended up on PI.
Jeez, that's quite a way. That's quite an exit. That's
Well,
like
it's not what happened.
a detour.
He was lost.
Yeah, there was a guy. We went to the immigration fair in Utrecht in Holland, and there was a guy there representing PI, and I saw those pictures, and I was like, "Wow, is that Canada too?" And so we got talking to that person, and he was very excited about PI and living on PI, and he gave us a PowerPoint presentation to take home. And then next trip to Canada, we drove up to PI, and it doesn't feel as scary as living in like Canada. Canada is so big and PI is so small. It's an island. It was like, yeah, I can settle here, and you have beautiful beaches, and that's how I ended up here.
Yeah.
But I was planning to go to Grimsby, Ontario, but the worst thing when I came off the airport is that 7-lane highway, and it's like, oh my gosh, I just came from there. I don't want to do it again. So that's how I ended up here.
Yeah. So PEI is not in Canada, but we're all jealous.
Yes, I bet, and especially right now. We have like 0 cases, and everybody's like back to normal.
So, hey, Robert, this was really, really cool. I think it was a great idea to get all the Klaassens together and everything else, and just get familiar with everyone.
Yeah, I think so. It was great. Yeah. I just messaged on Facebook that there are 8 members online. So
I really would like to thank you, like just this opportunity here, just to get these guys together again, right? Because it was because of your little video of YouTube that I got back in touch in, like with the family that I didn't see in 45 years or so. So just a big thumbs up to you to, you know, to get that going. Really cool.
yeah, I'm very pleased to start. Yeah, I've always been curious, you know, like I've never known any of my father's family. And I got curious and I put this little video out, and lo and behold, here we are all together. Well, not all yet, but
Lucky enough, Monica found this video on YouTube, and she says to my mother, "Do you know that people? Oh yes, this, there's that. And Mom, do you know? Do you
Yeah,
remember?
I told the story already.
Yeah, it's
Grandma
very
told
nice.
me about the family that was going to Australia, and it was a big
And then we all
deal
gone
for them.
crazy. I was looking for pictures, and this is not.
Yeah. No, it's really nice to see how much family we all got.
And we never knew.
There
I
are
think
8
about
online,
200
but
or so.
how many are there? There are so much more
So
members.
much more, yeah. I think about 200.
Oh yeah, I
With
keep
all the
track of
cousins and all the cousins and yeah. Cousins, nieces, uncles, aunts. It's I think a lot, over 200 people.
Really?
Oh, and I never knew.
yeah,
Never knew.
Never knew.
No, never.
No, it's so nice to see everyone.
Yes,
It's good to see we've got, you know, things to talk about as well. So yeah. How did we get to meet, Will? How did you come to know me? Come to find me?
How did I get to find you? I think it was because of your YouTube video that you put up.
Oh, you found me as well.
Yeah, and I think I sent you a YouTube. Oh no, I remember what it was. I think you sent me a message or a reply to one of my videos on YouTube.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I clicked your account and I saw the link and I saw the pictures on there. I said, "Hey, hold on, I know these people. I know these pictures and everything else." So that's when I reached out to you, and that's how we got to stay in contact.
So Krista is just newly connected with us.
Yeah, I heard that Bill was looking for family. I heard it from Ingrid, and so I sent him a message, and yeah, so and then this meeting was right away, so that is very nice.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure meeting you all. You know.
Yeah, and I have so much memories of Bill when he was young, you know, because we were playing so often, and
yeah.
So we was sharing some naughty things that he did before when he was about 4.
So are you on Facebook, Krista? Krista, are you on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Yeah.
What name?
Well, Hestia van den Assem.
Right. What?
Hestia.
Hestia
Van den Assem.
It's not Krista. I got a bit confused there before.
Assem. Okay.
Assem. A-S-S-A-M.
Kijk dan even bij mijn contacten, Anneke.
I have her. Found her.
But Will, may I ask you, if I am correct, you are a family of my grandmother and my grandfather.
Oh, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
My grandmother is Stakenburg, my grandfather is Klaassen, so you are a family of both. Is that correct? How is
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
So we're double cousins.
What?
So we're double cousins.
Double cousins.
Double cousins.
Yeah. It's a real coincidence. And Krista, how are you related? You are the daughter of
Annie. Yeah.
Okay, the youngest.
So I'm the son of Will and Ingrid. I'm the youngest.
Okay.
Wil is de moeder van Jill. Boy.
Wacht even, wat?
What? So that will make you my aunt?
Nee, cousin.
Cousin.
Why?
Oh boy. Oh, yeah.
So there were three of you.
A lot of wine.
Oliver,
Ja.
listen to me carefully. Ja? Krista is een zus van Wil. En Wil, die woont hier op de Vakkenboskade. En haar dochter woont hierboven.
Oh, echt?
Oh boy, nog één.
Oh, ja, nee, nou snap ik. Nu ben jij een zus
Heb
van
jij
Wil.
Monica?
Ja.
Do you get it?
Ja.
Oké. Dus je had Wil, Ingrid en Krista. Dat waren drie dochters van tante Annie. Ja? En Wil, die woont hier op de Voggelboskade. En
Nee,
haar
wie is
dochter...
tante Annie?
Oh my god. Tante Annie is dood.
Ja.
Al lang.
Ja,
Jij
maar
kent
wie
tante
is dat
Annie
dan?
niet. Hè?
Is dat een zus van opa?
Tante Annie
Ja.
is de zus van opa. Dus Krista is jouw achternicht. En het is mijn volle nicht.
Oké, cool.
Oké, cool.
I need a translation on that one.
Oh boy.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me now.
But it's good to hear those accents again, you know, like.
No, Robert, we're trying to figure out what we are of Krista, how we are related.
Oh, crazy. That's what I know.
Okay.
Yeah, so Krista's mom is a sister of our grandpa. Right?
Yeah.
Krista's mother is a sister from opa.
Yeah, my grandpa, Frans.
Yeah, your grandpa. Yeah.
So that's that would make her a cousin.
No, your great
Nee, it's my cousin. It's your grand. Oh boy. Achterneef.
Yeah. Annie.
Blijf van de wijn af.
English. Achternicht.
Ja, ook ja, klopt. Achternicht, ja.
So the female version of a nephew, basically.
Don't drink too much wine, Anneke.
Niece.
It must be late in Holland
I
now.
need to stay warm.
Wat zeg je?
It must be late in Holland now, wouldn't it? What time is it in Holland now?
Nearly midnight.
Midnight.
Almost.
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 Almost. Nog
25
minutes.
That's late.
Ja, nog een half hour. Het is 23:35. It's hard to say.
11:35.
It changes per second.
That's 11:35, yeah.
So you're exactly 6 hours behind us.
It's 6 hours?
Yes.
I think it's.
Well, for me, in Western Australia, it's 5:30 in the afternoon, in the morning.
There might be
It's here at 7:30.
So, is that 6
So
hours?
that's determination right there. Get up that early.
So Robert, are we going to do this again?
I don't know. We'll see what we can discuss, or any sort of topics you want to bring up in the future. We'll see. Me and Will tend to be in touch a lot, so Will organise this. He talked me into this. So what do you?
Let's continue because
all this. I didn't know what to do.
Let's continue because I think we are such a big family that we can fill up a whole football stadium.
The rumors will go out now, and I think it would. I mean, I was expecting a bit more than 8, but this is comfortable.
Maybe next time,
It's a good starter, and it could. Who knows where this will go? And I thank Will for that, because I'm enjoying this.
Robert, do you mind if I share this as a post on my Facebook because I so enjoyed it?
Yeah, I don't mind it. All right for everyone else. Actually, I'm recording this. I've recorded quite a bit of this.
Yeah, that's great.
So
I'm not share it on the page if you want to, so next time people can join in.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether I can upload this to Facebook though.
Yeah, I don't know. I bet you can.
If I put it on YouTube,
I suppose
then I can pass it on.
my eldest sister would join, but
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm sounding too loud, but I tend to raise my voice a fair bit.
So, Robert, what about Marie? Marie in Western Australia, she's a daughter of Barent, which is our uncle.
Who?
Marie Klaassen.
Yeah, it's a daughter. Yeah, she might.
Yeah.
I thought she might have joined in.
Oh, did you mention to her of this?
Well, she would have seen it. Just left it up to everyone to sort of, decide on their own. That I provide them the time. And look, I think I'll share this if you don't all mind. I'll let them listen to what we have to say.
Yeah, I'll call her and mention it to her next time.
Yeah, I don't mind.
You don't mind?
No, I don't mind. It's nice to see everyone, and it's nice to see if we do it again, that maybe more people will join.
Yeah, I think it's quite exciting. Yeah.
So maybe, Robert, next session, what you should try to do is get all the Australian side of the family to join as well. And we would love to see them and meet them as well, because we heard
not many get online. It's only basically Martin and me that get online.
Richard would go online.
He doesn't go on Facebook, but he does message me privately. You know, we have a lot to discuss. You know,
I'll talk to you.
So, anyway, he might join me.
Renee, what about your brothers? Are you still in contact with them?
Yes, especially with my youngest one, and he was also the one who got in contact with Robert. So I, through that, got in contact with Robert after being contacted by Vera, Gypsy Steed, which is a cousin, I think.
Yeah.
So that's Marie's sister, and that's Barent, our uncle's
daughter. Yeah. Yeah.
But certainly I will try to get my brothers next time online as well.
Yeah.
So, we'll see how.
My eldest would join, but I think it's she didn't know how to join because she said that she would join. So maybe next time I will explain to her how to do it.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, it was easy to just put the link up there because I was a bit worried about putting the link on, my Family Klaassen page, Family Klaassen page, yeah. And everyone clicked on it and seemed to work quite fine.
It worked out fine.
I think it's been a good starter.
Guys, I'm going offline. I have an early wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to have a smoke. I've got to go outside.
Always
I need a smoke band.
Nice meeting you, Renee.
Okay. And another cup of coffee.
Good speaking to you. Hope to do this again soon. Will we stay in contact? We will meet in Canada in the near future.
Yeah, we have to. We got to.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
I will come over to Holland during Pinkster.
Oh, okay.
So soon. That's all in 2 weeks.
That's in 2 weeks. Hopefully the borders are open by that time. There are hotels open.
What we heard right now, it's not travel is only if necessary.
Well, I've got relatives in Holland, so it's necessary.
Just to clarify, is everyone all right with me putting this video on Facebook?
I will talk to my lawyer first.
Okay. How about seriously?
Well, I just asked the same question because I really want to make a post. That's why
if I put it on, just message me if you want me to delete it. Okay? I think I'll do it that way.
I think I'm okay with what in.
Yeah.
If I knew you were going to do this, Robert, I would have done my hair.
Just a quick question to Monica. Monica, are you living? Where are you living in Holland?
In Den Haag.
In Den Haag. And you, Christa?
In Den Haag, yeah. Monica lives a block away.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
3 minutes, niet dan? No?
Ja, om de hoek.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're going to close now, aren't we? We're going to close now and wish us well. And yeah, it's been a pleasure meeting you all.
Yes,
yes.
been a pleasure. Until next time.
Until
Till
next
next time.
time. Okay.
Yeah, stay healthy.
See you all later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Good night.
Goeienacht.
Wel te rusten. Wel te rusten, Robert.
Well, it's good afternoon here, but
Robert.
goeiedag.
Nee, wel te rusten. Wel te rusten. Zeg het eens, Robert. Wel te rusten.
Tot de rusten.
Dankjewel. Dankjewel. I got a few words left.
Have a nice
Okay,
day.
bye-bye.
Yeah, have a nice day. Thank you
Have a
very
nice
much.
day. Sleep
Bye.
well.